Cold morning, everyone. It's a chilly morning, as you can see. Still live every Wednesday from 5:30 to 6 p.m. I know it's kind of a cold evening. excited. It's quite an exciting.
Is it because of the weather?
No, the weather is so cold and it's chilly.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So
the
we
weather
just
is
want to
really
welcome
cold.
all of you. Welcome our online viewers. If you're out there in your sitting room, in your car, wherever you are, we just want to welcome you. If you're watching, probably you're in the US, UK, you're welcome. All of you are really, really welcome.
Yeah, as she said, the weather is so cold. Just why you see me here in my sweatpants and my jumper.
As you can see.
And her, as if she's in the US.
Exactly. So if you're seated in your different missional communities, feel free. Keep taking that, that cold tea.
Yeah, the coffee, porridge.
Feel good.
Feel free.
I know, that's right.
If you're watching us for the very first time and you are probably wondering what this is all about, this is MC, Missional Community.
Yeah.
We have it every Wednesday and it's always live. So feel free to engage in and send a message, say something to us, send a hi, let us know who you are, where you come from. And yeah, we would be blessed to receive you at
Don't
Christ
just
Life.
sit there in your different missional communities.
Yeah.
Don't sit and just watch. Let your hands get to action.
Exactly.
Let me see you type. Say hello. Let us know that you're there. Every missional community wants to say, we want to know that you're there with us, watching with us. Yes.
If you feel you don't have what to say, at least just say, I love Nancy's jumper. I love Nancy's shoes.
Nancy.
Anything. Yeah, just anything. As long as we see that you are there with us.
We just want to feel your love. We want to feel
your
you
presence.
with us.
Exactly.
I just want to recognize all the missional communities, all right there, the
Yeah.
diaspora.
Ooh.
I know you're there.
The victorious.
the showers of blessings. So many times we always send shout outs to so many and we forget most of the missional communities.
The showers of blessings, the one that is led by Pastor Brian.
Oh.
Hey, that MC. And then we have the Oasis.
Yeah, the true vine.
The divine glory.
The blessed. We love you guys. Keep watching with us. Join us every Wednesday. That's
every
right.
Wednesday.
We love you and all that.
And if you'd also love to join us, like on our Sunday services, we have them every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Please come join us. Come pray with us. We are located in Boyogere, opposite UNBS, the main branch of UNBS headquarters. Or at the head opposite, it's the North Park Plaza.
That's right.
Yeah, on the third floor.
On the third floor, there is an elevator. Feel free, just
come
up
and pray with us and get the Christ life love. And by the way, if you don't belong to any MC, you are the lost sheep. You are
alone. You are alone.
But we are looking for you. We are seeking for you, and we know we shall get you.
Please come. You're missing out on so much. You're missing out on a sense of belonging. You're missing out on love. And if you don't know how to, just raise your hand. Someone out there, there are people who are there who will show you and direct you on how to join a missional community.
Yeah, true. Right now, we are back in Kampala. Recently, we had traveled to Soroti. We had a trip to Soroti. We shall not say much, but just know we had fun.
No, we had fun. I'm going to tell you what happened in Soroti.
No,
I am going to have to tell them what happened.
People have to receive the word first.
It's okay. So guys, let me tell you, there is so much that has been happening this week. As you all know, that it's become we are on the week of what? Radical generosity. So even before we started on with the Radical Generosity series, we, as you can see with Pastor, just that we have not yet given you all the details, but don't worry, we are yet to give you everything. We had a trip to Soroti town.
Yeah.
Guys.
Palisa town. Oh God, you guys, the road to Palisa is it's more than some roads in Kampala here actually. Just now, I'm proud.
I hear it's more than. That's what you mean by more than. I don't know what you're trying to say.
Like cleaner, wider.
No, the roads are okay. We went all the way to Palisa, that is her village. We went
to Apapai, that's her village.
Man, you don't have to say that.
You just mentioned name.
Okay, guys, I know you're not seeing so much, but there is so much
Yeah.
we're going to be showing you all throughout the week.
Through the
We
week,
had
yeah.
so much fun all throughout the journey, and we learned so many things throughout this entire journey.
Just know.
I know.
Ah.
And the main reason we actually traveled to sorority, what was the main reason we actually traveled that side?
The main reason actually comes in what Pastor is teaching, the series Pastor is teaching, the radical generosity.
You know, Pastor always says that before he makes you do something, he first teaches you.
Exactly.
So even before he started teaching us the series,
We have practicals also in these teachings, so we do practicals. So the go in the peg was one of the things we did when we went out there. We reached out to many people, new people out there. Oh God, it was fun. So that was the go in the peg.
I hear the goal. When you hear the
Yes.
goal, it means we have to go into the world. and-
Exactly. Don't just say it, but do it.
So yes, guys, as you've all heard that we had a journey to sorority, and it's a week of the radical generosity. We had to learn so many things.
Yeah.
There is so much to learn about. And when I hear about the radical generosity, guess what comes to my mind?
What?
I look at the 4Gs.
Yeah, you're true.
Exactly, like the 4Gs. Pastor.
I thought you had the story you're bringing up.
Oh please, there is nothing about that. You know, when you talk about the 4Gs, me, my heart goes out to money. When
Yeah,
actually Pastor
true.
brought it out, it was like the radical generosity, my heart started beating. I'm like, "Ay, this is money." And you know, when you hear about money,
Yeah.
Nancy, my heart starts beating.
I understand.
But I don't know about you guys. What happens? I mean, when you hear about money, just if someone tells you, Mercy, have this 50K, you know, what comes to your mind first? The first
No, what comes to my mind, me personally, is going and spending it. Going and eating some expensive food, buying some expensive perfume.
It reminds me the
Shopping.
story. It actually reminds me the story Pastor said this Sunday. He was like, I hear they would give him like 10K pocket money. They give him to go to school. So for him in his head, he's looking at Panange this money. Until he goes to school, then he sleeps. Now that night you're sleeping. 4 a.m. he's thinking about the money.
How to spend the money.
And how to spend the money in his case.
No,
By
do you know-
5, he's going to buy, was it Mandazi he spoke of?
Yeah,
2K
that's
has
it.
bought Mandazi, has kept the rest of the money.
Yeah.
He's eaten it. After again 2 hours, he's thinking, this money, how am I going to spend the rest of the money? Before you know it, he has again gone inside, he's picked it, 2K, another Mandazi, until he finishes all the money. That's when his heart will rest. Your heart
Before
is
the
like,
week ends, because the money is all done.
you know, you finish all the money in a day's time. You feel like, wow, I have spent all this money. Now I've Kaua started, and many other things could happen. Pastor said that here you go and you throw that 100 inside the case just to see when Kau starts, you look out for that 100, you look out for all those coins.
look for it.
So you know what? Now when we start talking about radical generosity, this is what they are going to be teaching us about.
Yes.
Eh?
And not forgetting the 4Gs. This is getting the money. You have to get what they're teaching under the radical generosity is getting the money, guarding it, growing it, and
then
giving it.
giving it.
Yeah, give is the last G of the radical generosity teaching.
Exactly. And actually, when she spoke about giving, that thing got to my head. And it was one of the reasons, you know, when we traveled to sorority, actually asked Pastor, my Pastor, why are we even going to sorority? Like, he literally
why?
didn't have a reason.
A reason.
But one thing he told me was he wanted to honor. It was honoring.
Honor.
Yeah,
Honor.
it was honoring.
Okay.
Yeah, honoring, you know, you go out and honor someone and all that. Guys, we're not here to preach
Yes,
and
stop
all
there,
that.
stop
I don't
there.
want to preach because
Actually, talking about giving, that giving part you have said, it's time to give. Yeah, it's time to give. We are going to read out the numbers, but they're just right on your screen right now. I'll read out the MTN number and she'll read out the Airtel number.
Exactly. Right before
So-
you give, the Bible says that we honor God through what we have.
Exactly.
Exactly. What you have is what you honor
Honor
God. So
God,
get
yeah.
right into your pocket. I was listening to this week, we're listening to the worship harvest. Pastor Beatrice was like, if someone gave you a pass, if I gave her my own
You
pass.
said that after I've read out the numbers. The MTN number is 0772 661144. I repeat, 0772 661144.
And the Airtel number is 0757 6611 44. I repeat, 0757661144. So yes, as you're giving, let me complete my story. This girl jumped me out of my story.
Go ahead.
So she actually said something that really made fun. It made me really laugh a lot, and I'm like, okay. She was like, if I gave Nancy my purse and there were like millions, and I told her, Nancy, you give to God. I mean, I just want you to give. How much would she give using my own purse?
Yes.
Nancy, how much should you give?
I'd give a lot.
But if it is mine, my heart is like, let me pick this.
Exactly.
You're
have
more restricted.
limits. You'd
Exactly.
have limits.
But yes, as you pour out, as you give, I just want to give with all your heart, give with your mind,
And remember,
give
and remember, what you are giving does not belong to you.
Exactly.
It belongs to God.
It is what He has given you, so you give a portion.
Just a small portion of it.
Exactly. It is His money. We love you. Let's welcome the preacher to give you the word. I know you guys are all waiting as you're sipping tea. Welcome us as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We are coming.
We are coming
right
to your missional
now.
community.
Yeah, see you.
See you.
We are doing the MCLive, live like as in live, live the very first time.
Sure.
Yeah, and that's the reason you see on the screen down instead of MCLive there's Sunday service, but there's power in doing something for the first time.
I know, right?
Because there's no comparisons, like doing it so purely. And I want to thank Maurice, who is behind the computers and
the computers, everything.
Yeah, Maurice makes everything happen.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's a young man. He's in S4, by the way, S4 VAC. So when you tell him to change Sunday service to MCLive,
he looks for the button.
But all is well.
It is well.
I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to MCLive today. The different MCs, I know you've waited for long for this thing to happen today. It's a miracle.
Sure. Yes.
So together with me here, I have the most slender lady I know on planet today, Pastor Ruth.
May
Welcome.
the Lord forgive you. Hey, thank you, Pastor Dave. I am so glad to be here for the MCLive. Oh, it is in history. It's in the books. In the books. I mean, I was there for the first MCLive.
Yeah.
You feel me? I know you do.
Yeah, you guys who are watching, it's a record because at least you are watching the first MCLive live. Yeah,
live,
so
live.
Save that date somewhere and commemorate it every year. Every week, by the way, every week. And the Lord will bless you.
Yes, you will.
So since we came in late, we just have to chill. Yeah. Just have to chill.
And I'm
have fun.
thinking, it's the problem we don't have tea.
Tea.
Yeah.
And it's cold.
It's cold, and
yeah.
the people right there in the MCs. I know, Maggie, you are taking tea on me.
Hey, I know, Maggie. Please send.
She should.
Please send. But then I don't have data. I wish I had. I would see who is watching and who is not watching. So, Pastor Ruth, we are doing a series on radical generosity.
Yes.
And today we really wanted to do something on stewardship. Just simply stewardship.
Yeah.
What do you understand by stewardship? Keeping. Occupying something that
Doesn't belong to me really, but I keep it.
so the key.
I am probably a steward, so I am taking care of or keeping.
So that means the key words in that I sensed I had keeping. That's a very key statement.
Very important.
Taking what care? You
Yes.
said taking care
Of
of something that the other key thing is that is not
mine.
yours.
Yes.
So if like who I want to give examples. If I'm going out of the country with my family and we say, Ruth, come and stay in our
Why me though?
because you are the one who is here.
Okay.
Yeah. So you say, Ruth, come and stay in our house.
Yes.
We are going for 3 years for ministry training, prayer and fasting. 3 years. So
Yes.
stay in our house.
Ah.
So what happens? Do you own the house? Do you give away stuff like it is yours or what?
No. It wouldn't be mine really. So I'll just be occupying it. So what I'll do is keep the house. Though
Amen.
there is another part to that.
Yes.
I could choose to just give away a few things and say, okay, your sitting room is not that beautiful. I can make it better.
You surprise me.
It's like surprising you, but it wouldn't be a good surprise anyway.
So the reason we are talking about being good stewards is because I realize that because we are talking about finances
Yes.
and radical generosity, do you realize that the first thing we need to understand in this series, especially about finances, is that we are simply stewards of God's money. The
Yes.
money that you think is yours is not yours. It is God's resource.
Yes.
Why? Because it is God who gives you the power to make that money. It is, I know you may be there and like bragging. You know, I have my brother of mine. Every day he has a deal. He cracks every day.
Wow.
So it's like me, I'm good at cracking deals.
I
So-
can do it.
So you know you are tempted to think that the money that you have is because you crack nice deals. Not
It
knowing,
is your power.
yes, not knowing that it
Yeah.
is God. That, like the Bible says, He gives you the what? The power to make wealth
Yes.
or to profit. So the very first thing we want to share today is that the resources we have, the power we have, even the wisdom, even the energy, even the wisdom to write the proposals
Yes.
that bring in this money, it is because God lets us do that.
Yes.
You know? So that means the resources we have, the riches we have, the things we have are not ours per se. We are simply being good stewards of God's resources.
Yeah. Yes, we are being good or bad stewards.
Good.
Okay, you're choosing good, but they bad as well.
Amen. So, a steward is a person who manages someone else's property, finances, or even any other affairs.
Yes.
You know? So, how do you really manage? If I leave you with my money, how do you manage my money? If I say I want a tithe, how do you respond? If I tell you I want I want to enter my house and get my chair, I want to sit somewhere, how do you react?
You have to freely let the owner take. Because if it comes to that point when the owner is requesting, can I please take a part of my, my property, then you must let them.
Okay, I really understand you. Do and don't you realize that many of us, because we think that money has come because of our sweat and our tears,
I feel like you must keep it.
yes, you feel like you have to manage it well and not spend it because you think that because it came out of sweat, it's going to go quick.
It comes with the thinking.
The thinking is a mindset problem. Explain about mindset
I mean,
and the
just
heart,
imagine.
and the heart issue also.
Just imagine if you know you have made your money. I have made my money. So, God, you're asking for 10%, but I'm not ready. I'm not willing. I don't want to. If it is in your mind, then the giving will not happen.
So do you become a thief?
Yeah, of course.
If like
You become something that is
uh,
okay, not really a thief, but you become something. You know, there's one thing that we ought to all know: the blessing is there for you, whether you give the 10th or not.
so you are
So
already
it's up
blessed.
to you. You're
Yeah,
already blessed.
You're already blessed.
But there's what they call a supernatural blessing.
yes.
That one doesn't come to you, so it is well.
And
So-
then there's also
With your mindset and your heart, with the heart comes the supernatural blessing.
but there's also being blessed, but the blessing does not manifest.
Exactly.
Because things come and steal your money all the time. You are blessed, but thieves steal your money.
Which thieves? There's no thieves. You spend it yourself.
Auntie, the spending is the thief.
Lord.
know? So, sometimes when we make this kamane, I call it kamane, we feel that we've put in a lot. And
efforts.
somehow, we get attached to this kamane.
But sometimes we have really put in a lot, don't you think
yeah,
so?
like we get attached to this kamane. And we feel like we need to hold on it more and more and more. And eventually, this money becomes our masters. So we become slaves to money.
Definitely.
That is the least I would ever want you to be.
You shouldn't be a slave.
Do you know that? Let me talk about being a slave. One time I had my 5K. And I said I must not break. Breaking. Do you know breaking money? What it means? Breaking money means if it's a 5K, don't buy anything unless you do what? You fast. So because when you break it and you buy something, then they'll give you coins, like 1,000 notes.
yes,
So
definitely.
like I thought that it's much easier to spend when it is broken. So I got so much. Most times I really get so much attached to some money. The moment I get so much attached, spending it will be hard.
Yes.
Even in church, even
Very
at
hard.
home.
Definitely.
And I become like a real slave to this kamane. But me of late, I have learned that the moment I will feel like being worshipping this kamane, I just give it away.
Better.
Because I don't want anything to stand in my way with my God via worship. So I realize many of us worship money.
Let me tell you something. One day I came to church with my 50K.
Then the pastor said what?
Then the pastor said, let's give the offering. Remember, I have how much?
50 is one note.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, I will go to the team.
Restaurant.
No.
Hey.
To the finance team and tell them, give me some change.
People get change in church.
So I'm thinking, I will go later. It's okay for me not to give here. People don't have to know I gave. And then I'm thinking, yeah, because now if I give the whole 50K, what will happen? And trust me, I did not even go for that change. So I didn't give.
But you had the 50 in your pocket.
Yes.
So when the pastor said, if you don't have, don't give. So you are among those who didn't have, yet you had.
Yes. In other words,
So why did you feel so attached to that car 50K?
I felt like it was all I had. So I had to give God some and keep some.
So do you think
In my mind, there was this thing of I'm going to go back home and the kids will want to eat some
ice cream?
ice cream, then get some, I need milk, I need bread, I need all these things. Necessities, yes. But if I gave God the 50K, where would I get more? It's a Sunday, hello.
Yeah. So where had that car 50K come from?
Now that's the problem.
So do you realize that that's where we begin to see God out of our money? And we
Yes.
think we can manage our own money ourselves.
Oh God, please forgive us.
Me, I think if something is not yours, even before spending it, you must even ask the owner, please, owner, how can I use your car? For example, if you give me your car, before I travel my journeys, yeah, I call you, Ruth, I want to go to Ginger. Is it okay? I just don't decide on myself to say, since there's full tanker, Karamoja.
So it means if there is that thing of you can ask me, you have to ask me, means I can say yes or no.
Yeah, but the, you know the reason why the reason why we must like ask God, because it is His, number one. Number two, because if something is not yours, it is so much easier to give. Yes, if the 50K in your pocket, you know it is not yours, it is much easier to give it away. But the moment you think it is yours, it becomes hard.
Very hard.
You even pray fast and speak in tongues over 50K. Yet the person who gave you the 50K is saying, the moment you give that 50K, I have another deal for you.
So I'm thinking I missed a lot.
You know? And that's how we miss a lot.
Yes.
But that does not mean you are not blessed. You still blessed.
Exactly, because I enjoyed my Sunday in a blessed way.
So, I want to read the scripture for us in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 3 and verse 4. You know, why we do not respond quick is because sometimes we have a different heart attitude.
Yes.
Maybe you have a negative attitude about finances, or because we think we are going to lack, or because we are not motivated by love. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 3 and 4, if I give all I possess to the poor, the keyword here is give, and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Or I can say I've given nothing. So if I give like in a basket, everything I have in my pocket, and I give over my body for ministry, hardship, what not.
Yes.
But if I don't do it out of love, I gain nothing.
Nothing.
So that means everything you do with your finances, since you're a steward, must be motivated by love.
Yes.
By love. So that means a heart that gives.